Welcome in to another crochet tutorial. Today we are going to make a little keepsake, something to show your love for another person, whether that be something to keep in the pocket to remind them, or whether that be as a key ring. Heck, you make it into what you want to make it. These beads are made by Ingrid's Inspirations, who I will link down below. But the spiral heart, I will show you how to do now. So these are great when you've got some scrap yarn because it only needs a very, very small amount. So to make the heart, you're going to need some yarn, of course. Yarn. Now I'm going to be using something slightly thicker than I did with these hearts. You make as big or as small as you like. And one thing I will say is if you are a tight crocheter, you are going to be so much better off with this because they look, I personally think, they look a lot better with tight stitches. Anyway, we start with the magic loop. It's magic, y'all. It's magic. And from there, we are going to chain 3, which acts as a double crochet. Into the ring, we are going to put another 11 double crochets. And I will be using terms in this video that you may be a little bit uncomfortable with. Please don't be. Thankfully, this is something that you can't really go wrong. There's no, even though I will say you need to go here, you need to go here. Once you've made this first bit, you can't really put a stitch wrong. Even if you think you've put it in the wrong place, you can't. So don't panic too much. It's a good, quick little make, and obviously the more times you make, the quicker you'll become at it. So I'm just going to check because counting is crucial and I was talking. So we have our initial chain, plus I need an extra 11. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and 11. When you've got your 11, tighten up that ring. Now, I know not everybody likes doing the magic ring. If you want to do a slip knot, keep the loop open and go into the loop, go for it. And of course, just make sure you tighten up at this stage. So once you've closed the ring, you're looking at your chain of 3. 1, 2, 3. And into the top and the back loop only. So 1, 2, 3, back loop only. Use your hook if you need to. It's a hook, y'all. Go into the back loop only for a slip stitch. Oops. Like so. Next, we are going to chain 2. 1, 2. Now from here on, things change a little bit, just a little bit. We are going to go into the front loop only, just the front. So ignore the back completely. And we're going to go around and put 11 double crochets. So there's 1, front loop only, 2, and because this is such a quick make, I won't be fast forwarding in the editing. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and 11. And you'll notice that you've kind of created a miniature bowl, as it were. That's perfectly normal. Don't panic. It's okay. Breathe. Okay. Now, this is where it might get scary for some of you. Please don't be scared. From here, we are going to fold that down. So we've gone from bowl to fold down. And we are going to be looking at these stitches just here, because these are what we're going in. Sort of the third loop. Scary term, huh? Don't worry. We are going to do 2 double crochets in each of those third loops. So there's our first. And there's our first double crochet, and we'll put another one in the same loop, same stitch. There's 1. Now we go to the next one over and put another 2. And the next one over to make our third. 2 double crochets into the same stitch. Oops. And we're doing this 11 times. So I'm now going in for my 4th. Next. 5th. And you'll notice that I'm only picking up that one loop. Just that one single loop. There's 7. Hang on. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, good. Going for our 8th stitch with another 2 into our 9th stitch. Tenth. Eleventh. Just going to double check. So I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, and then the curve. Good. Okay. Now, looking at the back, what I want you to find is you're going to go down 1. So this is your initial ring, and you want to be looking at the top of your first round, because that's where we're going to work now. So the first thing we need to do is make a treble, and we're looking for the top, which is here, but I've just kind of gone into that one, so I'm going to go 1 over. Use your hook if you need to. 1 single loop and place a treble. Into that same stitch, a double treble. From here you're going to chain 2, 1, 2, and make a picot. Oops. Picot. Now place another double treble into that same stitch. A treble into the same stitch. And then we move on. So then, remember you're looking at the back. I'm going into the next stitch along. Remember we're looking at the top of the first round. So that's here. And we're going to do 2 trebles into that stitch. So there it is. That's 1 treble. I'm going to put another one into the same stitch. The next stitch along, which is there. Remember, you can go into this one if you really want to. It doesn't make a huge difference, so you know, don't panic. In fact, I will go into that one just to show you. I'm going to go into a stitch with a double treble. I'm going to pick it up with my hook. And not only are we doing 1 double treble into this stitch, but we're doing 3. So, same stitch for another double treble. And same stitch again for another double treble. Into the next stitch, we are going to do another 3. So I'll go over to this one just to show you. It doesn't matter whether you go into the first or the second. Into the same stitch, another double treble, and we need 1 more into that same stitch. Now we're going to move stitches. And I'm going to go into the very next one rather than up here. It's completely down to you. Focus, Mr. Camera, focus. So I'm going to go into this one. Oops. And do a treble. And after that treble, we're going to do a double crochet into that same stitch. Into the next stitch, we are going to do a half double crochet and a single crochet into that same stitch. And then in the very next stitch, pick it up and make a slip stitch. And finish off. Let's get my scissors. Pull that through. And there we have a spiral heart. All you need to do is just tie in your loose ends. so that you'll have a heart on the back, and on the front you'll have your spiral heart. There we go. Nice quick make. Maybe glue a bead into the center. I'd need one bigger than that, but you get the idea. Or maybe a little message inside and give it to somebody that you care about. Make it into a keyring, keep it as such, or maybe add it onto something like a granny square or onto a blanket to give with love. And there's my love to you. Thank you guys. Hope you have had a go at it. Take the time. Use your spare. Why not? And I'll see you next time. Take care. Bye-bye.